Eastern Conference Game 2, Thursday night on ESPN, 8 o'clock Eastern, Cavaliers, Knicks. And I've got free plays on the side, total player props, coming up with analysis right here, right now. Hi, this is Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com, right back here on Wager Talk TV, breaking down Eastern Conference Game 2 on Thursday night. Don't forget, I'll have your Game 3 Western Conference preview for Thunder Spurs tomorrow and Friday here on the channel. So make sure you click subscribe and you click that bell for an instant alert. Also, thumbs up, like, and click that hype button on your mobile device. Always appreciated here on Wager Talk TV. All right, never in doubt. Knicks in the over in Game 1. Done. Let's move on to Game 2. No, I say that tongue-in-cheek, of course. The Knicks did have an 11-point lead early. They looked like it was playing out like we thought. The fatigue from Game 7 for the Cavaliers, third city in 5 nights. Going to be an easy win for the Knicks. Well, not so. They got down by 22 with less than 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and then made one of the biggest comebacks, not only in NBA playoff history, really in NBA history, forcing overtime. And as we saw, the Cavs had nothing left at that point. Cleveland scored only 3 points in the extra session. New York outscored them 46-21 from the fourth quarter into the overtime. And I don't think anything changes here in Game 2. I think the fatigue is a real factor now for Cleveland. It's not a bounce-back spot. They led the majority of the game. They led for almost 60% of the game. They had a 22-point lead with under 8 minutes to go, and they blew the game. I don't think New York takes their foot off the gas. I like the Knicks here again in Game 2. They're the better team, and yes, it was probably a fortunate cover in Game 1, but they're the better team in this series. And as I pointed out in the Game 1 preview, teams that play back-to-back Game 7s have won just 1 out of 5 in the next round. They're just 1-4 in the next series. So I like the Knicks in this series coming in. When they were down by 22, I'm saying, hey, look, we're going to get an adjusted like pick-em price on the series. We're going to get a strong play on New York in Game 2. So when it didn't look like they were going to cover, I was hoping they were just going to lose outright. Well, luckily I didn't get that wish, because not only did they end up winning, but they covered miraculously in overtime. They're in control now for this series. There's no question about it. They're minus 400, minus 420 as opposed to minus 250 when the series began. I don't think this is a natural bounce back spot. Normally we look for quality road dogs in Game 2 off a double-digit Game 1 loss on the road. But first of all, wasn't really a double-digit loss because New York was trailing the majority of the game. So the Knicks will still have focus. And also there's mismatches we have to talk about. James Harden, boom, ding, ding, red flag alert. We all knew that Harden would somehow hurt the Cavs. His defense is always bad, and boy was he exploited. During that 18-1 run that New York went on in the fourth quarter to come back and eventually win, Harden was exploited by Jalen Brunson, and Brunson's one of the best players, one of the quickest players in the NBA, and that's a complete mismatch. I don't think things are going to change. So I like the over in this game as well. If fatigue kicks in, it usually shows on the defensive side, and I think the Knicks have some real mismatches offensively that they can exploit. The other thing I'll point out as well is that Cleveland was 16 for 50 from 3. Knicks were 10 for 32, but they were just 4 for 23 after the first 3 quarters. So maybe it wasn't so misleading that they made the big comeback. They were just 4 for 23 from 3. Can't shoot any worse. They'd been off for a full week. Maybe they were rusty, although they got out to the fast start. Bottom line is Cleveland made 6 more three-pointers than the Knicks. They were plus 18 for the game, and they lost by 11. That's right. That means they were minus 29 from two-point range and the free throw line. In fact, the Knicks were only plus 5 from the free throw line. That means the Knicks were plus 24 points from two-point range, and the biggest edge, points in the paint, where they had a 22-point edge, 60-38. And that's not because they've got bigs. It's because Jalen Brunson's getting layups and beating Harden and vice versa. He got some easy baskets down low. Points in the paint is something I love to look at in a series because it usually shows easy baskets and mismatches, and I think that edge continues to work for the Knicks. If you're going to play it, I would lay it. I don't think this is a natural bounce-back spot. Take a look at the Knicks minus the 6 to 6.5. As I said, if there is fatigue, which there very well could be, it's going to show on the defensive side, so over 216 makes sense as well. And if we like the Knicks in the over, then obviously a New York team total over 110.5, 111 would be a play. Knicks over 110.5, 111, I think makes a lot of sense. They got off to that ice-cold shooting start, but then really turned things on in the fourth quarter and overtime. And having 60 points in the paint, I think they're going to get some easy buckets. So Knicks team total over 110.5, 111 makes a lot of sense in Game 2 on Thursday night. That's on ESPN at 8 o'clock Eastern. All right, let's dig into that box score from Game 1, talk about some play-on-play against players, and also, more importantly, let's look at some props here for Game 2. The regular season, as I talked about in the Game 1 video, the October and December games, James Harden wasn't in the lineup yet for the Knicks. They still, by the way, scored 119 and 126. The only game he played was the Cleveland double revenge home win back in late February. Cleveland won 109-94. Knicks did not play well in that game, obviously in better current form now. never looking to fade superstars. So Jalen Brunson's in an over or a pass for me. When a guy has a big game like that, we usually are hesitant to use him in the next game because usually teams crack down on him. He's due to regress. But what's crazy is I don't think Brunson regresses here. He has extreme matchup edges against Harden. He took 29 shot attempts. Let's put that in perspective. Only one other player had more than 11 shot attempts, and he had 29 shot attempts for the Knicks. Karl-Anthony Towns had 14 shot attempts. He had 38 points, and he was only 1 for 6 from three-point range. Can't shoot any worse from three-point range. It's because he was getting layups, points in the paint, beating Harden. So Brunson over makes sense. Now, I do expect him to make defensive changes, which means Harden might be limited. Do we dare say they limit his minutes in this game? He played 42 minutes, had only 15 points because he was 1 for 8 from three-point range. Now, they'll probably keep him out there offensively. They maybe take him off Brunson, which they need to do. So does that maybe open Harden up offensively? We'll see. I'm kind of neutral on him offensively. Mobley had a huge game, 16 shot attempts. Jared Allen had only 6 shot attempts. Mobley had 15 points and was only 2 for 8 from three-point range. I think there's some matchup edges for Mobley. I look at his over once again, and I think he's a guy that can continue to score in this series. Mitchell, 23 shot attempts, 29 points. But the Harden factor is fascinating to me. They're going to have to make a change. Whoever they put him on is the guy we want to play some prop over. So, hey, by the way, a lot of sports books now offer in-game props. The big boys offer that. Whoever Harden is guarding, if it's not Brunson anymore, hammer that guy over because you're going to probably get a much more reasonable price, and that guy's going to start scoring as well. So keep an eye on the Harden factor. That's going to be the difference here, in my opinion, in Game 2. Karl-Anthony Towns, by the way, 6 for 14, only 1 for 5 from three-point range. He had 13 points. I look for him to shoot better. I think Karl-Anthony Towns over. If they do limit Brunson, I think Karl-Anthony Towns will do the heavy lifting, so I like Cat points over. I would lean Brunson over. I'm a little reluctant after the 38-point game, but I still think there's some matchup edges. But Karl-Anthony Towns over his point total, probably worth a look here in Game 2 as he was just 1 for 5 from three-point range. Still got to 13 points. He's priced around 17.5, which is down a notch from the 18.5 in Game 1. And he had 17 or more in 3 of the 4 prior playoff games. So I think he can get up and over 17.5. Take a look at Cat up and over his point total. What are your thoughts in Game 2? Side, total, player props. How are you attacking it? What is your take on James Harden? Great shooter, terrible defender. Defense wins championships. Is that the case? Are the Cavs in trouble? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I do truly read the comments. I reply back. Hey, include some analysis if you have time, so we, of course, can all learn and earn and win together here on Wager Talk TV. If you're liking these videos, I'll keep them coming for every game of the Eastern Conference and Western Conference Finals. All I ask is a quick thumbs up, click the like button on your computer and your mobile device. And if you're on the mobile device, you get an extra option. You can click the hype button. You get 3 a week. Use them wisely. Use it right now. Hype up the video on your mobile device. And we are so close to 250,000 subscribers. Make sure you're one of them. Click subscribe and click that bell for instant alerts so you'll know when tomorrow, Friday night's Game 3 Western Conference video, Thunder Spurs, is ready here on the channel. Also, some baseball videos free throughout the week as well. Click that bell when you subscribe for an instant alert here on Wager Talk TV. All right, now when I'm giving you sides, totals, player props, and all the games, all playoffs long, a lot of these are light leans only, TV opinions. Nothing wrong with playing them. Have some fun. 1% of bankroll is appropriate for a light lean. Sometimes, though, these games make my client card. My best bets for my clients after I do further research and lock them in are 4% plays, much stronger, and they're the games I am personally using each and every day for both baseball and basketball, and, of course, football, which is right around the corner. If you want to get my best bets for Thursday night, they're available right now on my page, SteveMerril, WagerTalk.com, and also a bonus free play each and every day. The last cut from my best bet card, just a bit outside, goes up as a free play. And that one you might want to treat as like a 2% opinion because that is truly close to being a best bet. Those free plays each and every day on my page with analysis. Go get Thursday's free play. Check out the best bets. Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. And hey, get there quicker with shortcut wt.buzz/SM. While you're there, don't forget about the May specials. 3 days for $49. All sport, all access. Baseball and basketball every day. 3 days for just $49. Or a 30-day plus 10 days free and a $100 discount. What? That's right. 40 days for just $199. Normally 30 days is $299. You're getting 40 days for $199. I think they made a mistake. They gave extra days and reduced the price. What? No, it's a special offer this month only. No promo code needed. Or the 1 year all access is the lowest price all year because we're giving you an instant $811 discount. Gets it down to $3 a day, about $1 a play for all of next year's college and pro football seasons, college basketball season, NBA season through the playoffs, first 2 rounds, the rest of this year's playoffs, this year's baseball into next year's baseball. Woo! You get the point. 365 days, all sports, all access for about $1 a play with the instant $811 discount. Look, it doesn't matter if you get one play, the 3-day, the 1 month, the 1 year. Everyone gets the same best bets every day. I have one set of selections. Those are my personal best bets, the same games I've used every day as a professional handicapper and sports bettor for the last 30 years. And oh, by the way, I started in August of 1996 as a full-time professional, so this will be my 30th anniversary coming up in a couple months. By the way, pearls, the traditional gift. Merril the pearl, how appropriate. Diamonds, the modern gift, pretty appropriate as well. Put 30 years of winning experience to work for you. Learn and earn and build that bankroll. Steve Merril, wagertalk.com, and get to my page quicker and get the free play by using shortcut wt.buzz/sm. Like, subscribe, comment below, hype it up on your mobile device, and follow me online as well on social media at Steve Merril, 2 R's, 1 L, Merril. You know the deal, at Steve Merril on X and Instagram. And stay tuned here to Wager Talk TV because you also know there's more free play videos coming up next.